Darling, I am growing older. Silver threads among the gold.
Morning, Fred. Here's your cup of tea.
What? What's that?
Wake up, Fred. I brought you tea.
Oh, hello, Tracy. What a pleasure it is to have a pretty young thing smile at you when you wake up.
Oh, go on. I bet your wife used to smile at you.
Laugh at me more like. Now, give her her due. She wasn't a bad looker, but she didn't do much smiling, especially first thing in the morning.
I bet she was lovely. Anyway, let me move these pillows so you can sit up properly. That's more comfy, innit?
Be even more comfy if you got in next to me.
Oh, you're a wicked old devil, aren't you? I ought to tell Matron about you.
I expect she knows already. All I want to do is grow old disgracefully, but I never get the chance.
Well, you're not going to with me or any of the other staff, I should think. Why don't you try your luck with some of our nice lady residents, eh?
Any suggestions?
Well, I shouldn't be surprised if... Hang on! What do you take me for? A flippin' dating agency? If you want that sort of service, you need to be paying a registration fee.
Don't be silly. How can a pensioner afford that kind of money? Anyway, the best things in life are supposed to be free, aren't they?
I'm not sure about that. Some people seem to make a lot of money selling them. You'll have to make do with the free entertainment this tea time.
One of them lap dancers, is it?
The only lap dancers you're ever likely to see live up north with Father Christmas. We got some chap who says he's an Elvis impersonator. You can watch him wiggle his pelvis.
I'd sooner feel you wiggling yours.
Honestly, I feel like more like a barmaid in Seven than a care assistant. Anyway, I've got work to do and you need to get dressed, ready for breakfast. No, I'm not going to help you. I'll see you downstairs.
More tea, Molly? Yes, please, Edith. Half a cup will do. What about you, Jack?
Oh, no thank you, my dear. Must be careful with the old waterworks, you know.
I'm surprised at you, Jack Daniels. I didn't think gentlemen mentioned such matters in mixed company, particularly at the breakfast table.
Oh, come on. We all know about the problems of old age.
Of course. But what we know about does not have to be the same thing as what we talk about.
Point taken, old girl. I'll see it doesn't happen again. Now, what about this entertainer chap we're having this afternoon?
That Elvis impersonator. Bring him on. I used to have all Elvis's records and I've still got a poster of him upstairs. He was gorgeous.
Edith Mead, you should be ashamed of yourself. Fancy a woman of your age idolising an utterly dissolute character. All that sex and drugs and rock and roll.
Hold on. I never had anything to do with drugs.
I think you should remember, Molly, that Elvis did some nice romantic songs.
I can't help falling in love with you.
Please, Edith, not in front of all these people.
I should hope Edith has a rather better taste than that. Though I suppose with an Elvis Presley fan, anything is possible. You're late again, Fred. Breakfast is nearly over.
Just what I was thinking. I brought your tea ages ago. What have you been doing?
I had to make myself presentable for these fine ladies. We men have to maintain standards, you know.
Very true, old boy. I happen to have a spare hairbrush, if that would help. I might have a spare clothes brush as well, actually.
I bet you have. Can't count on you for support then, can I? Now then, Tracy, what about a bit of breakfast to keep up my energy
I'll
levels?
see what I can find, but there won't be much choice and it'll probably be cold. It's your own fault.
Well, I've finished. I'm going to settle down in the lounge with the papers.
I'll join you if I may, my dear. I always like to check how my horses have been doing. Are you coming, Molly?
No, thank you. I'm sick of the sight of Cheryl Cole. I'll catch up with my knitting. Do excuse us, Fred. Enjoy your cold breakfast.
I expect I will, 'cause there won't be anyone nagging me about my table manners. Have a nice morning.
Right, that's the washing up under control. Now then, Tracy, you can go. Go and find Julie and set out all the necessary for 11's.
Is that the new girl? You know, the one with the spotty face.
She's the new one, but leave out the spotty face bit. You were young once. On your way. Morning, Denis. Any invoices for me to settle? Ah, Mr. Moneybags himself. Yes, I've got one or two, Johnny. Let's see. There's this one for the milk. There's this one for White Cross News. Tracy bought it here by mistake when she picked up the papers. Well, we can't forgive a mistake like that. I'm not forgiven if I get the accounts wrong. Quite right too. Nor am I if the meat's too tough. Have fun with the figures. I can think of other figures I could have more fun with. And I have a feeling a certain resident will want to dispute figures with me. Not that it will do her any good. It's a regular occurrence on Pocket Money Day. Besides which, there will be some extra figures this afternoon. I've got that entertainer to pay. See you later. Now, what's next on the menu?
Morning, Denis. I'd like to make sure of the arrangements for this afternoon. Have you got a minute?
Certainly, Matron. We'll be doing sandwiches, of course, and I've made a couple of Victoria sponges, a couple of dozen cupcakes, plus a batch of scones. What time's he starting?
About 3. I've told him no longer than an hour. Some of the residents will be asleep by then anyway.
It's rock and roll, not rock a baby. Still, we'll make tea just before 4. We can set out everything in the lounge straight after lunch.
That sounds fine. I must attend to medical matters now. Don't poison anyone at lunch, will you?
Don't worry, Matron. This isn't Stockport Hospital. Come in.
Oh, hello, Johnny. I hope this isn't inconvenient. I don't want to be in trouble, you know. I know you're busy and...
Don't worry, Doreen. I've always got time for you. Sit down.
Oh, thank you, Johnny. I'd just like my usual, please. £20, is it?
15, actually, but you can have 20 if you want. You have quite a bit of money in hand, you know.
No, 15 will do very well. I'm afraid I get rather confused these days.
That's all right, my love. Here's your 15. If you forget yourself and spend it all at once, you can come back for a bit more.
I'm sure I shan't do that. Thank you so much. You're all so kind to me here. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, love. Oh, hello, Molly. Listening at the keyhole, were we?
Certainly not. I'm surprised you can be so flippant about it. I expect the bursar's office to be a place where matters are conducted in strict confidence.
Well, actually it is. Now, what can I do for you in strictest confidence?
It's quite simple. You can let me have £50 from my account.
No, Molly, it's not at all simple. As I told you last week, you do not have £50 in your account.
This is ridiculous. There must be some mistake.
There is no mistake, Molly. See for yourself.
Oh, well, in that case, I should like an advance.
Molly, you know very well that it's against the rules. I can't do it.
This is an absolute disgrace, an insult. I have been a resident here for 12 years and I refuse to be treated like this. I intend to lodge a complaint.
You are perfectly entitled to do that, Molly. Just remember that my job depends on not making mistakes.
Really? Well, you've made a very big one this time, young man. Just wait and see.
Oh, Jack, isn't this nice? This settee is out of sight of the door, and it gives us a chance to be real cosy, doesn't it?
Well, yes. We've just about enough time to move apart. I don't want anyone getting the right idea about us.
As long as we don't forget ourselves and not hear the door.
Oh, speak for yourself, old girl. You should know by now I make a point of not forgetting myself.
That can be a bit boring at times, but I suppose you're right. We can't afford to take risks, can we?
Exactly! I'm glad you understand that. Remember, I'm the one who'd be for the high jump. You've got nothing to lose.
Except you.
Well, it's nice of you to say that, Edith, but you must admit I do have more to lose.
I know. I'm sorry. We shall have to carry on being discreet, shan't we?
Indeed we shall. Now, suppose we settle down with the newspaper. After all, that's why we're meant to have come in here, isn't it?
All right. Very sensible, of course. But this doesn't quite have the excitement of a clandestine affair. Not that I've ever had one.
Oh, hello. You two look really cosy there. If I didn't know better, I'd think there is something going on. By the way, this is Julie. I'm showing her the ropes. Julie, this is Edith and Jack.
Pleased to meet you.
I'm very pleased to meet you, Julie. Is this your first day here?
Yeah, I'm a bit nervous. I've only worked in the shop before.
Well, there are certain physical aspects of being a care assistant that you might take a while to get used to, but I'm sure you'll find us very friendly and understanding.
For heaven's sake, Jack, are you trying to discourage the girl? Just ignore the miserable old blighter. I'm sure you'll be fine.
I'll do my best.
Edith.
I'm sorry, there are so many names to learn.
You're right there, love. I bet you'll remember Jack now, though, won't you? Anyway, what would you two like for 11's?
2 coffees, please. One with sugar, one without.
Well, you certainly know each other's taste, don't you? Can you see to that, Julie? Help yourselves to biscuits. Right, let's go, Julie. Mustn't keep the other residents waiting.
Is that what you call being discreet, ordering my coffee for me? Damn it all! Look what she said when she came in.
I'm sorry. When I'm with you, I can't help acting naturally as if we were a couple. It's the way I feel.
Maybe so, but if you don't damn soon learn to act unnaturally, we're finished. Do you understand?
How can you say such a thing?
Oh, quite easily. You simply don't seem to understand the situation I'm in.
Of course. Wait a minute. What happened to those horses of yours yesterday?
Hopeless. Every one of them.
How much?
100. I was wondering if...
Not a penny! What a fool I've been! You calculating bastard! I've been taking you for a civilised, courteous, gentlemanly type, thinking I'd found someone decent after all of those years with that rotten husband. And it turns out you were looking for an idiot to fund your gambling habit. But don't bother telling me we're finished. I'm telling you!
When your hair is silver white and your cheeks no longer bright, with the roses of the May, I will kiss your lips and say,